Welcome to Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon, your host, and of course you probably don't recognize where I am. I don't either, actually. It's called Amigos Taco Cantino. Am I right?
Cantina.
Cantina. How cool is that? A little bit of Mexican dancing. Apparently the food here is fabulous, but I haven't tried it yet because we're kind of promoting them. They just opened, so we thought that we'd like to do our show here and promote them because they really are great. It's in a great area. It's in the middle of Las Vegas, well, middle outskirts, and we have the DeJa Vu with us. DeJa Vu. You know that one, don't you? I've seen them before somewhere. In my DeJa Vu life.
That's right.
How are you? What is your name?
Marsha.
Marsha?
Dennis.
Dennis. Marsha and Dennis, and you sing. You have a singing group called DeJa Vu.
Yes.
How long?
Well, we have been together with the band for 14 years.
14 years, wow.
And we have an 8-piece band.
So where are they all?
They're all working.
They all have real jobs.
They have real jobs. We're retired. No, we have an 8-piece band, and we have 3 lead singers, and saxophone,
So
drums.
you're quite a large band, because normally bands, in Vegas, they're normally like 3, 2, 1, or nothing. They've got all those recording things.
No. We play live. We're strictly live. Everything we do is live. We don't even have any sequenced music or anything.
Nothing at all.
No, it's
No
all
candy.
live.
You
Yeah.
know something that is so refreshing.
It is.
That is very refreshing because mostly everything sort of, is recorded. It's this, it's that,
That's
and
right.
it's sort of, it's like, am I really watching what I'm watching? I'll feel the movement. Years ago, it always used to be the band.
Yes.
It always was.
Yes.
So why did you maintain this? How did you manage to maintain it?
Oh, wow.
Well, the thing is that when we put the band together, the first thing that we did is we said that we're doing this for fun.
Okay.
We're not going to do it to try to pay a mortgage payment or our car
Like
payment.
everybody's trying
This
to
is just
do.
going to be fun. We're going to make the money that we have is to go to fun things.
Okay.
Like going out to dinner, like nice restaurants like this.
Yes.
Or whatever, take your wife out or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. But and we all agreed that's what we do, and we've maintained friendships over this last 14 years that we've been together. And we go to each other's houses. We have dinners with them.
Do you know, I've never heard of a band being together for 14 years. I haven't.
I think the only ones that's got us beat is maybe the Rolling Stones. I'm not sure.
The Beatles and the Rolling Stones,
Yeah,
that's about it.
that's it.
That's about it.
Yeah.
No, but that really is, especially in Vegas, because I interview an awful lot of bands, an awful lot of singers, and none of them, they've sort of got their hair and they're there and they're everywhere, or they're struggling to keep their band together. Have you ever had the feeling of struggling to keep it together? You don't look as if you have. She looks too happy.
No, not this band. It's because we play dance music, and we do dance music from every decade. And we have 200, 300 people that come every Wednesday night to see us at the South Point. And
So you're at the South Point.
we've been
the
there
showroom.
11 years straight.
They're only 5 minutes away from me.
Yes.
I live in Southern Highlands.
Well, then you
I've
need
got
to
a
come
car. I got to
see
come down.
us.
So which room do you play in?
The showroom.
The showroom.
You're in the showroom.
Yes, every Wednesday night.
Every Wednesday? Oh my goodness. How have I totally
And
missed that
it's
one out?
6 to 9. It's perfect.
And
For 6 to 9. That's a long time. And do you have the dance floor open?
oh
Yes,
yeah, oh it's packed. Yeah.
They,
Everybody
with the
dances.
COVID
Well, this
right
is
now.
a great advertisement, South Point, which is
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. Someone in the background shaking some drink up. I don't know who it is, but I hope the drink is for me.
I thought that was a
After I
remarkable.
finish, it better be. That's what you call amigo, is shaking it up.
That's right.
So you have dancing down there. You're there from 6 to 9. So you take care of kind of a little bit of the older generation.
Yes, absolutely.
Because they love that. Doesn't Dennis Bono have his show in there as
His
well?
understudy.
Yeah,
He's
he's
on
next
Thursday
down.
afternoon.
Right.
So between Dennis Bono and you, of course, the DeJa Vu, I think that's absolutely amazing. Now, what sort of music do you play?
Every style of music that you could possibly. We do everything from the 30s to current. Bruno Mars to whatever.
You do Bruno Mars?
Lady
Listen,
Gaga.
Bruno,
I do.
What does it mean?
I do.
Definitely not me.
And of course he does Elvis.
I do
Elvis?
I do the old songs and
Oldies.
oldie stuff. I do a lot of oldies.
So with the pandemic and everything else, how did you manage to keep it together and keep it alive?
Well, we are a very close-knit family as a band,
Yep.
and we all strive for the same thing. We want to play play.
Yes.
You know, we have players in our bands, you know, that just would go out and just try to sit in with people, just keep their chops up. While we were going through that, which was very few and far between.
Yes.
Or private parties or something, you know, just to
So you always
you
kept
vocalize
it
all the time.
going. But that's why you've probably been going for what? 30 years?
If I had to
Nothing.
say, I would say probably music helped get people through the COVID.
I think so. I think
You know,
so.
I think that, you know, just listen to music, keep your thoughts, you know. And
I happen to think that the COVID did a lot of good, as well as not quite so good. It's because it got a lot of families together, it got a lot of children together, a lot of parents connected with their kids and realised that they now have kids. Oh, I have kids, now I've got to look after them.
wonder where she went to.
I love it, I love it. How can anybody reach you?
We go to our website, www.DejaVuDanceBand.com. Now, I'd like to point out, don't put in there www.DejaVu because you're going to come up with probably something you don't want to look at.
The strippers.
Well, hang in a second, we've got to get this DeJa Vu thing
So
right.
it's dance
Otherwise-
band.
Make
Dance
sure you put the
band.
It's actually dance band, DeJa Vu.
Dance band.
Yeah, www.DejaVuDanceBand.com.
Oh, okay, that's good.
And you can also go to the South Point on their website and check our dates there as well.
Sounds amazing to me. I think
It's a lot of
absolutely
fun.
wonderful.
You should come out and book
I
it
will.
with us.
I come out and I got to do the
That's right. That's
I
right.
will. I will come out and do the boogie. I'll let you know when I'm coming out.
I would too.
Absolutely
Appreciate
love
it.
it. But thank you for watching, everybody out there. You like my new surroundings?
I love it.
Amigo Taco Cantina.
Yeah, see?
I got it right. I mean, I haven't been here before. It's amazing. It's very busy. Hang on a second. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
I think it's happy
Nearly
hour.
I don't know. I'll tell you one thing. It's happy hour for us. That's for sure. We'll be right back with our next guest. You take care.
Thank you.
And this is Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon, your host, and I have the incredible, wonderful, reoccurring guest, Rose Kingsley. Rose, how are you?
I am doing great. How are you?
You're-
My favorite
this
person.
woman looks amazing. Every time I see her, she gets younger and younger and younger.
so
I'm trying
do you.
I'm trying to keep up with you.
So do you.
I think
I take after you.
Yeah, I think the more we work, the better we get.
Definitely. Got to stay young.
Rose has a new addition to her family. Unfortunately, somebody died in her family, which was your little Wolfie.
Our little Sadie, who was only 8 years old, four-legged creature.
The
Our
four-legged
baby.
creature, but they have to also be acknowledged. They're like human beings when they enter your home
Oh,
anyway.
you know that.
So
yes.
now you have another one.
We were fortunate to get exactly what we wanted, and her name is Mimi, and she's a basset, but she is a smaller.
She's a smaller basset, and she's on the front cover of some magazine you showed me. What magazine was that?
It was Vogue.
She's on the front cover of Vogue, and she's got this lovely little collar. She's got everything going for her.
She took over my spot. She's a diva.
She's a diva.
I have competition.
Yeah, well, nothing like competition make you better.
That's right.
See?
That's right.
Everybody
That's
thinks
right.
competition is bad. Competition is really, really good.
It
But
is.
we're down here at Amigos Taco Cantina.
That's
And,
lovely.
It's beautiful, and
And it
somebody-
smells good.
Doesn't it smell good?
It
I can't
does.
eat yet, but I can't eat till afterwards, but that's okay. And we have a lot of people in the audience here, so I have an audience, which is pretty cool.
Yes,
Nice.
it's great.
Yeah, everybody's there. Look at them, they're all here.
Everybody applauds,
Everybody
yeah.
applauds. Yeah, there you go. They're all, well, see, look,
There
the
we go.
message. Whoa, 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 they got the message. The message dropped out there. So as you will know, this is live. We're live streaming. We love to do that. I have another show called Ninon Speaks, and that one just got picked up by Roku, so we're on Roku there.
Oh, fabulous.
Oh, yes. I know. It's all happening, everything. I'm in the...
You're a
Now,
star. Yes.
well, I don't know about a star, but
You
anyway,
are.
we're climbing up that way.
Yes.
Now, you are performing on November
The 7th.
If we can put this up here like this, I'll try to get it as close as I can. I have to bend it down because I know that if you don't, it catches the light. So that's for that.
Oh, it's quite a show.
Now, what's going to happen in this show? She does a couple of shows in summer. Like
We just
July.
finished the Weber show.
The Weber show,
And now
yes.
November 7th is The Diva and the Astronaut. And
Oh, there's a story behind this.
Oh,
My
yes.
giddy aunt. There is such a story between her and the astronaut.
it's my memoirs.
Well, was it kind of a bit of a love affair or something?
Our love affair is a wondrous thing. Yeah, okay. Yes.
See, I got her to sing and I didn't even have to ask her to sing. I love it, I love it, I love it.
So yeah, it's my memoirs of my life, not only as becoming a diva with the Metropolitan Opera and upwards and onwards, but I guess I had a tremendous interest in space growing up and wanted to be an astronaut.
Can you imagine being an actor singing opera in the skies? Well, no, in the atmosphere up there somewhere.
But I
She's
was
got a big enough voice to do that. She's got a powerful voice that could cover the whole world.
But I was asked when I was singing with the Houston Grand Opera to be the first artist to fly in the shuttle.
Oh, really?
I was. And
did you?
Well, I went over to NASA and started training with the guys, and then the Challenger accident, and then all civilians
So
were scrapped.
everything-
Yeah,
yeah.
I almost got my chance. But the other part of the story is that I had a hero the time I was 9 years old, and I idolized him. Never met him, and 25 years later we met. And who knew that the feelings?
This is a story that
Get the violin.
unbelievable. It's a love story.
It's a love story.
Well, they truly. I mean, he was much older than
Yes,
you then at that time,
yes.
but it didn't matter. to
Didn't
you,
matter. He
because
was my
she'd been in
hero.
love with him since she was like 10 years old.
Yes,
And it truly, 100% turned into a love affair.
it was 14 years.
14 years love affair. I didn't know what happened in the end.
I can't tell you. You'll have to come and see the show.
We'll have to come and see the show, or we'll have to go back in time.
Right.
I don't think we can go back in time.
Right.
But you still have the beautiful memories of it.
It was a wonderful. It was wonderful, and who knew that the feelings I had for him, he had for me after idolizing him for 25 years, then meeting and having this wonderful relationship.
I think it's absolutely. These are things you kind of read about. I don't actually think you can sit next to somebody and experience it.
No,
And you actually went through this, and I think that's just it's.
It
Talk
was
about a dream come true.
It was a dream come true, and in the end, we almost got there.
You almost got married. No, but I'm not going to go into all the other details.
But you have to come and see the show. Not only that, but Alan also was the fifth man to walk on. And I know a lot of what happened on the moon that
Uh-oh.
you people don't know.
Can we have just a little tiny bit of something? Can I have a little bit of something for my audience? Because they'd love to hear this. Just
All right. Well, they
something
found things on the moon that they didn't divulge to the American people.
teasing. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Those what sort of things?
Maybe.
Cup of coffee, potato.
Well, Alan did take he was a golfer, and he took a 6-iron. Nobody except 2 people knew it. And he had it all chopped up that when he got to the moon, he took his 6-iron, and he took 2 golf balls, and he, because of this, the bulkiness of the suit, he couldn't put two arms on the golf club. So he took one arm and swung. It didn't go very far. The second one, they're both up there.
We've got two golf balls on the moon.
But we don't know what make they were.
We can't advertise that.
Yeah.
Sporting, whatever.
It
Who
was
knows?
probably sporting. But anyway,
that's interesting.
Wasn't it interesting? And I said to him, I said, you know, he was the first man to play golf. And I said to him, I said, so that ball, that's just how much I knew, is still going.
It's still going around.
And he said,
maybe it's going around.
And no. He said to me, well, not really. There's 1/3 the gravity on the moon than there is on Earth. So he had actually the golf ball was 1/3 further than if he had hit it on Earth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
true. All.
Just 1/3, yeah.
1/3. So that wasn't very much. So our expectations of the moon is a little different than what we really think.
So when the aliens return to the moon, that's all I'm saying. They'll find Alan's golf.
And they say, who does this golf ball belong to? Right. And then they'll walk around a little bit more, and they'll find another one. Say, there's two golf balls.
That's right. That's right. But nobody knew except for maybe 2 or 3 people.
I knew. Of course, Rosa.
Of course, I knew. Right. So it's a great story. Dr. James Hansen, who wrote the New York Times bestseller First Man about Neil Armstrong, and also produced the movie First Man, wrote the script for my play, and he is also writing a book
about it as well. So this is going to be a musical.
It is a musical. It has song, it has video, it has slides.
Is it just you singing, or do you have just you?
Well, it's me singing, but when you see the videos, there's pictures of me at Carnegie Hall, pictures of me singing at the Metropolitan Opera. So it goes back in time.
So it's going to be you singing a little bit, and then the video coming
and then
out.
me telling the story.
And then you're also telling the whole story.
Yeah, and all I will say is bring a lot of Kleenex.
This is something I don't think any of us want to miss. Now, we didn't mention where we're going to see this. Where is it? I got to get all these details in
Thank
there.
you.
I got to remind her. I got to get.
That's funny.
That's why I'm here.
It's at the Summerlin Performing Arts Center at the library next Sunday, November the 7th at 2:30 p.m.
Okay.
And you can get tickets at rosekingsley.com.
Now, I don't know why. I thought this was in Hollywood. I thought.
No.
It's here.
It's here.
Oh, I'm going to be there because I said.
Of course you're coming.
I said maybe I will be there and maybe I won't be there, but I'll definitely be there.
You need to
And I'm
come.
going to bring Janet if she's still in town. She might not be. Oh, she will be in town.
Take pictures. And
we'll take pictures.
No, this is really. And you can get tickets at the door.
You can buy tickets at the door,
or you can phone to hear the diva 770-636-0008.
So she's got the whole thing right. Now her husband, who happens to be your manager as
yes.
well, right? He's going to be very proud of her because she's remembered all this.
As he's looking. That's why I have the card.
We're going to make sure we know where we're going.
Card, so
that's going to be next Sunday.
Yes.
Not this Sunday.
No.
Sunday week, which is
a week from Halloween.
And that's a great way to spend a Sunday afternoon.
Oh no, it's a great story, and you need to. We actually debuted it about 3 weeks before the pandemic in California, and we got the most. We had a full audience of 500 people, and the show ran a little over 2 hours. Not one person moved for 2 hours. They just
you captivated
and they
them.
Came with tears.
See, that's what Rose does. Rose Kingsley captivates
you.
and you just sit there and you just wait and you watch and the anticipation of the next move.
Did you enjoy our weather show?
I've enjoyed every show. I've been to two of
those
shows now. Three of them I've been to, and each one is better than the next one.
And Alan was great. We're bringing the show back in January.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
So where's the phone number again to get tickets?
760-636-0008.
So don't forget to go to Summerlin and go to the library there and pick up your tickets and see.
And you'll hear "Fly Me to the Moon."
Oh, come on, give me some more lines of
and
that.
let me play among the stars.
Well, you did.
I did. And let me tell
That song is
let
very
me
appropriate to her life.
let me close with, and yes, he did take me to the
He really
I'm
did
back.
fly you to the moon. And then he brought her back and
Yeah, he did.
reality stepped in a little bit, right? That's life. Thank you for watching Vegas Live with Ninon. It's been absolutely amazing. We're down here at the Amigos, Paco and Dino, and it's absolutely amazing down here. And we're down here actually to promote them as well, to promote you.
Absolutely.
Do you know what do you know what Vegas Live really does? It promotes everything, especially in the
does.
entertainment business. We'll be right back with our next guest. Take care. Welcome back to Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon, your host. And of course, actually, it's Ninon de Vere de Rosa. Let me tell you who I really am. It really confuse you. And next to me, I have Howie. I met Howie at the one of a show.
Actually, a number of times. In fact,
Oh, now he's going to remind me of all the times I forgot, right?
I did your show at the Peppermill.
You did.
I did.
That was quite a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
So what
You
was-
haven't gotten any older, but
No, I don't know about you. No, he looks good.
little
Come
bit.
on. No, you look
Considering I'm getting married next month, so
You're a glutton for punishment, aren't you?
well, it's.
I wanted him to marry me, and he's betrayed me and going to marry some other woman.
I'm sorry, Nia.
She's pretty good looking, though, isn't she? She's
I
pretty
would
pretty.
think so. She's
How
better
long,
than
wait a second, hang in. How long have you known her?
Actually, we've been dating for a number of years, all right? But it was only like to go to dinner once a month. We'll go to a movie. We'll go to
So
a
it was
show.
like a casual thing of a friendship.
Friends. It was friends,
Yeah, a
and it
friendship.
just got better.
Look at the look on his face.
Yeah.
I think it really did get better, didn't it?
Well, the third time is the charm. You know, so
Oh, I was married. No, I wasn't married 3 times, but I was the third wife for my husband. But I've only been
okay.
married once. I've only married once.
Oh,
But yeah,
okay.
but I was the third wife.
Uh-huh.
And they say third, and I had the most beautiful husband. The other 2 didn't like him too much.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, they divorced him, or he divorced them. I don't know who divorced who. I'm going to go there.
Well, my second wife is in the band, in the DeJa Vu band.
Oh,
So you just had Dennis and Marsha, and
is she still in there?
yeah.
So you're friendly with her?
Oh yeah, very, very.
Very.
You know,
And,
she's-
does
she's-
she approve of your new wife to be?
Not only that, but she's with a guy who was tremendous, real nice. I always like to say, you know, the only thing I don't like about him is I like him. You know, so,
Yeah, that's a new one. I've never heard of that one.
No, he is.
Okay, so now we've got through all this marriage counselling and all the people getting married and divorced and all that stuff.
Yeah.
What do you do in town?
I was a pit boss for over 35
How
years.
wonderful.
I opened the original stations when it was Bingo Palace with Frank Fertitta Sr.
Really? Oh my
I-
goodness, we're going
I-
back in history a little bit. I love it.
I taught the boys the gaming
The
end.
boys.
Well, Frank and Lorenzo. I taught them the gaming,
Industry? What's going
industry. You know, I was
So
mostly
you
in
were
craps.
very young.
Still very young.
Well, he was a little bit younger.
A bit younger, yeah. But I got here. I got here in '78,
Okay.
and like I said, I came here to be a crap dealer. And I got
I
into
love
the,
craps.
Well, that
Oh,
I
I
have
love
a
to play
table in my
craps.
house. You'll have to come by and
Oh
play.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
Do I have
you
to
know.
bring money with me?
Well, you know,
Obviously,
it's like I
yes.
say.
The answer is yes.
Well, you know, I like to
Yeah,
say,
Vegas.
I like to
Come
say
on,
that if
come
you
on.
went to a casino, you know, play craps. And first of all, I know everything there is to know about except how to win. And that I don't know. I know. And then,
I can remember one time when my husband was playing and he was 40,000 down.
Ooh, how did it end up? I'm afraid to
Well,
ask.
no, I never, this has been because we were married for 29 years and he passed away actually on my time.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, me too, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I never ever complained about his gambling because that's what he liked.
Right.
That's what he did. He loved the racetrack and that was none of my business.
Me
And
too.
and
Me
also,
too.
I was allowed to gamble as well. I mean, obviously, I had a limit of what I
Right,
could
oh,
gamble.
sure, okay.
He did not have a limit, but I had my limit. But I didn't want to gamble that much. I was just with him gambling and having fun.
Well, my fiance, the same thing. Never did any gambling. Now I opened an account for her, so that, you know, some horses and some
Oh, nice of you. What
sports.
a-
And
Yeah.
we're going to
I
Delmar.
got to do something with this woman. I got to get rid of her. You sound pretty cool.
We're going to Delmar on a honeymoon.
Oh, I love Delmar.
So, yeah, she's never been to a
Do
racetrack.
you know Jimmy? Jimmy the Metro D? Jimmy the Metro D? Jimmy
Oh,
is
at
the Delmar racetrack.
No,
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, Jimmy's the Metro D there, and I've known him for years, Jimmy O'Hare. And I've known him for years, and he always gets you a great table and everything else. So, yeah.
Well, Ralph, I don't remember Ralph's last name, but Ralph is in the racing industry.
Yes.
And whenever I go to a track,
takes
he
care of
calls
you.
up for me and gets me in and gets me the paper
Well, he
or
knows
whatever.
Jimmy.
Oh, I'm sure
I'm
he
sure
does.
he knows.
Yeah, but Ralph he does the seminars over at the South Point. He
Oh,
still
wonderful.
does. He still does. You know, because like I said, I was in the gaming industry and the entertainment
I was going to
industry.
say, have you always been in the game?
Yeah,
And the game.
yeah. I grew
Even-
up in New York. I knew how to read a racing form before I could read. I used to go to.
Do you know something? I know exactly. I had to get glasses, and then I had
Yeah,
to go.
right.
and
That's
then
what I get them for. Yeah.
And then I had to get my laser done in my eyes
I
because
did
the
it.
writing in the racing form is so tiny that you're like
yeah.
this all the time, like looking, because you've got to find that winner, because you know that winner's right there.
It's right there. It's right there. How come I never find them? I like to say when you say about gambling and everything, I like to say I could tell you right now how to leave the casino with $1,000.
Well, I'm going to ask why. Like,
Come in with two. That's-
I knew there was a trick to this. I knew there was an answer to this.
Oh,
So now
okay.
wait a second. So you've always gambled.
Always. Yeah.
So
I grew up like that.
It
My
comes
dad.
in and it kind of goes out. Or do you have enough control to
Yeah.
make sure?
No, I have control. That's
That's the famous words of the gamblers.
No,
Oh
no.
yes, I have control. Oh yes, I don't have a problem. Wrong.
No, I was a high roller for a number of years. I was one
Well,
of
you
the
made a
biggest.
lot of money.
No, I didn't make a lot of money. That's like you say, in and out, win, lose, you know. But I never got hurt. You know, I never got hurt. I don't gamble big anymore. I bet every day.
You
Sports,
gamble every day.
Every day, because if you don't
And what is
gamble
your sport?
on
Dogs?
well, no,
Horses?
Well, the horses, but I mean every day on baseball or
Oh, baseball. I
football
forgot about all that stuff because
or
I don't do
whatever's
any of
going
that.
on.
Whatever's going on.
Yeah, but
you like
very
to have
small.
a little bit.
Very small. Very small. You know, not like in the old days where thousands on the tables and everything, you know, which was always fun.
Yes.
But in those days, I drank a lot, so it went right with
Do you
it.
know something? I got a funny feeling that Howie has really lived.
I have.
you?
Vegas, to me, tremendous. Like I say, being in the entertainment industry and
I
the
was going
gaming.
to say, now let's get
you know.
into the entertainment. Now, what part did you play in the entertainment business?
Well, if you remember, there was
Do I remember?
well, a place called Jubilation.
Jubilation.
All right, it was the best club in town. It was Paul Anka's dad.
I don't remember it, and I don't think I ever went to it, but I have heard of it.
Well, that was the biggest place, and my roommate was the DJ.
So would that be like a private club? That
No.
mostly-
This was.
Where
no,
was
this-
it?
It was the precursor to the Shark Club. Maybe you remember that.
No.
No.
I don't know
All
how
right.
old he thinks I am,
No,
but,
no, no,
but that's okay.
She was a little girl, maybe,
I
in those days. A
I
little girl.
wasn't even born. Come on.
But the brewery days in Vegas, there's a place
Oh,
called the Brewery.
Yes.
That was a spot of mine that I used to go to every night.
So you went more to the clubs that were not in the hotels.
Yeah. Yeah, private.
The local
well, not private, but
the local
freestanding buildings.
But then all those sort of clubs and everything were more or less on the strip because there wasn't really too much outside
Right.
of the strip.
Right.
It was always mostly.
Right.
I remember there was an incredible Italian restaurant, which is now I think off Flamingo, but it used to be owned by the Italian family. And there was
Ferraro's?
Not Ferraro's, but I know Ferraro's very well.
Yeah, Gino,
But
you know Gino,
yeah.
yeah.
We know.
Yeah, I
we
know.
We know the same people.
But just about anybody you mentioned, I'm going to know, because my reputation in those days was I put people to work, so I didn't have to. That was it. That was it. I had bands. I had different bands, and now mainly DeJa Vu is my main
That's
band.
your main band.
Yeah,
now.
and
they are actually a band because they're 8 pieces and they
Yeah.
sing.
Yeah.
And it's so refreshing to see that because most bands, they're like 2 people, 3 people, or they're just a board or something, But to actually have a band at the South Point,
Yeah. We've been there, like, I think
he said
they
11, 12 years
we've been
or
there
something.
12 years.
12
We're the
years.
longest running band in a showroom in Vegas. And my band, that was like the precursor, was a group called DoOp.com. And we were very big. Yeah, we were very big for about 7 years also. And what happened was the girl that I was married to, who was in DeJa Vu,
DeJa Vu, no pun intended.
yeah, right. So she decided that, well, she was 20 years younger than me. So she decided she didn't want to
She
sing
decided
the
you want to
doo-wop.
dump him.
Well,
You could dump him and get a younger man.
Get a younger guy, yeah.
Get a little bit old in the tooth.
Just a bit. But DoOp.com was the name of the band. It was all 50s and 60s.
Oh, how fabulous.
And we had tremendous harmonies. Some of the people are still.
There used to be a restaurant called, I think it was called Bobby G's. Bobby G's in Newport Beach.
Oh,
and also
Newport
in
Beach.
Newport Beach, and then they had one in Hawaii, and it was called Bobby G's. They used to start out with the real music way back. They built it all the way up, and they got later in the evening to the modern music.
Modern music?
Yeah,
Well,
with all the old music.
with
Yeah,
DeJa Vu, we do everything.
yeah, same thing.
Marsha sings some
So you got DeJa
Bruno
Vu.
Mars.
Anybody? Yeah, I mean, she told me. She said,
Bruno
and
Mars.
she said she sings.
Well,
I thought he sang Bruno.
my soul band is Soul Town,
So,
and the lead singer is Jack Connor, and he's also the assistant casino manager at Paris.
oh, really?
So yeah.
So you got an inn in
so-
Paris. You
yeah,
probably have, I would imagine, you have an inn in all the hotels, do you?
I did at one time.
You
I
did
did
at
it
one
one
time.
time. Yeah. Now, basically, I deal just with DeJa
So
Vu,
good.
and I have some singles that Gary Anthony, for instance.
Oh, Gary Anthony
You know,
is wonderful.
Gary,
Shout out
yeah.
to Gary Anthony.
I was
Yeah.
his stage manager
Oh, how fun.
when we went to South America.
So you have had an incredible life, actually.
I have.
And,
I
and,
have.
and it's written all over his
I
face of
have.
how his life is. He absolutely
and I
loves
love it. I love Vegas.
And how can
you know.
anybody reach you to, get you as their manager or whatever?
No, not interested anymore.
Oh, you're not?
Nope.
So you don't want your
Nope.
name out there? You don't want anything? Just Howie?
No, just
So all we have is Howie, and Howie's contented. He's getting married in a couple of months or so, or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And everything's pretty honky-dory for you.
yeah.
That's absolutely
And we have,
amazing.
some nice entertainers. Like I say, Gary will be at the wedding.
Yes.
And, Dennis and Marsh
Oh,
will
I
be
know,
there,
I love
And Jack, like I just said,
Yes.
well, his band.
Everyone's going to be at the wedding. So
Yeah.
what's the date of the? Oh, you better not say.
November 19th.
On November 19th, they're going to tie the knot.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so
Well,
much.
Howie's been a great guest, absolutely amazing. He's gone a little bit back into history of what Vegas was and also what it still is.
Yeah.
Because it's still going strong. It's
Going
still
strong,
out
getting
there.
better all the time. Again.
I love to hear that. It's getting better all the time and it's really out there. Thank you for watching Vegas Live with Ninon. We'll be right back with our next guest. You take care.
Let us bring the world to you.
Live streaming on social media is the best new way to interact and bond with your community. Do you love to encourage, motivate, and empower others, but you do not know how? Well, your opportunity starts with us on social media shows. We have 20 shows a week live streamed across the globe, with a reach of over 80,000 and growing. So you can host your own show, and you can be anything you want to be. So let's bring the community together, and let's bring the world to you. Join us now.
I just said we got music. Welcome to Vegas Live with
We got
Ninon.
music.
Well, we got Maria. Maria is in the background dancing, and of course, you know this is all put on by social media shows. Just to make sure I put that out there, because otherwise she gets upset with me if I don't mention that. So there we go, and she's dancing. She's got actually pretty. We've all got great shoes on, and we can't show them.
We can show
I
them.
have-
Look, I can show them. Come on, there's a way. Where there's a way, Will, there's a way.
I don't know.
You can't do it.
No, I
You're not
can't.
wearing stockings. I can do it. I'm
She
wearing
now has to
stockings.
tell the whole Sandy Kastel.
I'm wearing Wolfords. Yes, and
Sandy
it's so
Kastel, how
soft.
are you? How are you? This is an amazing. This is definitely a Las Vegas woman.
I am great. Thank you so much.
You're looking absolutely. She looks better and better every time I see her. She
thank
gets
you,
younger,
darling.
I get older. But that's okay. We don't mind that. What are you up to lately? What are you doing?
Nothing. No.
Why?
I this year, the last couple of years has been since COVID. I've been taking care of my dad. My dad was ill, and he's recently passed away.
Oh, I'm really sorry.
Yes,
Oh,
and
okay.
just recently. And yes, I have a smile on my face, but I have a smile on my face because my dad was 92. His birthday was today, and he would have been
He didn't quite
92.
make
He
it.
just didn't quite. But he a month ago he said, "I'm 92." I said, "Okay."
So let's keep it at that.
But you know, he was very positive and everything, and he was a musician. You know, he played here in Las Vegas a lot.
Yes.
He is a well-known name here, Kastel, and he's been playing professionally since he was 17 years old. And
So did you take
He
up
really-
what
he
he
really
was doing?
was positive,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, but did you kind of go into the entertainment business at all? Or did you? I mean, you
of course. I had Dad was jazz, Mom was country, so I got both. You know,
got both of
I
them.
got the music.
Which one do you
basically
prefer?
from him? Which one do I prefer? Of what?
Jazz or
Oh, I love it all. I love theater too.
Tough question. We'll see if we can get a better question
I'm a
next time.
singer. I'm a singer. I just love to sing. It doesn't
You
matter.
like to
what I
sing anything. You don't.
That's
mind.
right. That's right.
So are you performing anywhere in town or doing anything? in
No,
town?
I haven't been doing anything. So I'm working. I have been putting together an album, which is a new album. It's going to be called Jazz and Cocktails, and it is going to be a little bit of a tribute to my dad. But I started it actually a few years ago with Pat Coyle back in Nashville,
Okay.
and he was one of the producers on one of my albums, or one of the musicians on my albums, and then he was a producer of some songs that I did later on. But
Have you had any hits?
have I had any hits? Indiana Rain. Indiana Rain is the country pop song, and could you tell them to be quiet back there? We're trying to work out here.
Yeah, we're trying to rise our voices above the hammering.
We're used to this.
But we don't mind. By the
but-
way, just to interrupt the whole thing, we're down here at Amigos, which is Amigos Taco Cantina. And what we're doing down here is we're actually advertising. They just opened up, so we're giving them some publicity. And so we brought our show down here to give them all this fantastic publicity for Vegas Live with Ninon. So excuse the banging, excuse everybody making a noise, but that is life, and I happen to like it.
But you know what? The margaritas are great, the food is wonderful, and the staff is excellent. So come on down.
How cool is that? I didn't even ask her to say that. I love it. I
Well,
love it.
we've all been here enjoying the food and
Yes.
enjoying the drinks.
And all I've been doing
And-
is talking.
Yeah, I mean, and the staff has been so great with us. So
Yes.
you definitely have to come down and try it out.
Yes, absolutely
Yeah.
amazing down. And there's a lot of people here. I can't
know.
believe it's 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, they heard you were here.
That's right. They all came, they all came down because they knew I was going to be here.
See, wherever Ninon goes, the crowd follows.
I love, well, she's cool, isn't she? I got to have her on every week. What are you doing next week?
So,
Oh, look at this! Look at
oh, look, there we are. Oh,
Look.
look, and we see our shoes.
We got shoes. We got shoes.
We've got shoes.
We got shoes.
So anyway, I started out with my dad being. I was 4 years old when I bought five.
You were 4 years old at one time?
Wait. I bought 8 Frank Sinatra records for my dad. That's how I started singing. I paid 50 cents each for those albums, and I had these albums spread out in front of me in Dallas, Texas. Mesquite, Texas, which is right outside of Dallas, actually. But most people know Dallas. Anyway, I had these records spread out, and I was 4 years old. I learned all those Frank Sinatra songs. So the first song I sang was, "You make me feel so young. You make me feel so spring is sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual." Individual? I couldn't get the V.
She did it. She got it. She did it. By the way, that was on purpose.
No, it was. It was an individual. That's the way I sang it. In fact, he had a recording
Well,
of
you
it.
were that young.
Yeah, 4 years old.
4 years old.
So I started out with that. So then when he would go to work, then during the day my mom would play, Patsy Cline, Loretta Lynn, Tanya Tucker, all these other artists. So I learned crazy. I learned all the country
Go on,
stuff.
go on, crazy.
Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling.
It's
Anyway,
like a singing
you get the
marathon
point.
going on.
So
She's got a great
I
voice.
always kind of loved the fact that I could do the different styles, but also then musicals. I started watching musicals and Judy
then
Garland.
you like musicals.
And I watched Mitzi Gaynor. My dad played with Mitzi Gaynor and Shirley MacLaine and all those here. So I got to see it live. And that's where I got the thing about performing on stage with all the costume changes.
So do you think because of your mum and dad, they really got you out there because they were out there anyway? So
Well, my dad wasn't really encouraging me because his sister, who's 11 years younger, Diane, is a singer, and because their parents, kind of took her to Hollywood and wanted to promote her because she was such a good singer, she didn't want to, but then she did it, and then when she was with the big bands. Dad kind of saw the behind-the-scene things that were trying to go on, and he didn't like that. So my dad really didn't try to push me into it at all.
But in those days, they always had the big bands and the singers, like Keely.
Yeah,
I can't
that's
think
right.
of
Keely Smith. That's
comes
right.
into
That's
Louis
right.
Prima.
Yeah.
But and they would also have these lounge bands, those lounge bands.
Well, Dad always played with the big bands, and he
Yes.
played at the orchestras at the hotels. We were at the Hilton. He was at the Frontier for years. So I would go to the Hilton, and or either place, and I'd sit there either up in the light booth, or I'd sit on the side of the stage, or out in the audience for rehearsals, and I'd watch the whole thing going on.
And this gave you the encouragement.
And
It
I got
also
the bug.
Yeah, I was going to say, it also showed you how to perform, what to do, watching it all, and then getting up there. So you never ever had stage fright.
No. Just throw me out on the stage.
And
Just throw me out there. Well, my dad said, when I was little, he said, this is an old story. Sinatra, they said about Sinatra, you open the refrigerator door and she just starts doing, I started singing and dancing. I was never really a dancer when I was younger. I did all the singing stuff. But when I was in musical theater, they would choreograph us, so I would learn the steps. So I didn't start dancing in dance classes until ballet with Vasily Sulich when he came from Russia here to UNLV to teach.
Absolutely.
And that was ballet.
But in those days, we didn't seem to have as much dancing. Now, everybody sings, but they've got these big, I think of Michael Jackson and everybody.
Production
Production. And everybody's out there, dancing and performing as well as singing, and it's.
But the difference between when I grew up watching Shirley MacLaine or Juliet Prowse,
Juliet Prowse, what a natural.
and Mitzi Gaynor and all them, they did it where they could still sing and they danced and did it at the same time. Unlike a lot of these production shows that some of our entertainers have been, criticized for using the mics or having pre-recorded because they have such a production that there's no way you can sing and dance and do all that stuff at the same time.
Yeah, there's been a big thing about lip syncing. That's what they call it.
I know.
And people don't like it. And I can understand because they pay these tickets, which cost a lot of money, and there's lip sync. And they go, I didn't come here to listen to somebody lip sync.
Or maybe they're singing 2 tracks that are incorporated with the band and stuff.
Yes.
But because the productions have become so huge,
humongous.
That,
but also the movements
and they're
are so
doing
fast.
so much. Look at Britney Spears is one of them. She got criticized for it.
I shout out to Britney Spears. I love
but
you.
she's adorable.
She's
and she was
fabulous.
working her you-know-what off, to do this. And yet, those, when you're dancing that extreme, how can you catch your breath?
But I think it's a big letdown when you're sitting there and you've paid all this money, you're watching, and they're not really singing. I think that was the sort of letdown. But you've got to.
But it wasn't mini vanilla. What was that band?
She's asking me.
Yeah, right.
Crazy. So what have you got? Have you got anything coming up? Are you performing or doing anything except bringing your record?
I'm gradually working on getting my chops up again, which all you singers out there know exactly what I'm talking about, and you dancers know that. We have to get our chops up. And
you have to sing every day to
I
be a
need
singer.
to do that again because I haven't really been doing a lot. So I'm working on that and doing rehearsals, and I'm also working on the album. Yeah, I mean that's about it.
Sounds like enough for me. So what do you think's going on right now? Is Vegas back to where Vegas should be, and are we okay now?
We're working on it. I mean, look, I want to say congratulations to everybody out there that's been performing in the shows that they can do. I mean, Italian American Club has had things going on all the time.
They haven't stopped, the Italian American Club.
They did for a minute,
amazing.
and then they jumped right out there again.
Absolutely.
And I really give them credit. And there's a lot of different restaurants around town that have entertainment. And the Tuscany, and also, just like you had DeJa Vu up there, there's after day nights, there's dance and there's music. So yeah, they're working on it's the big shows that require the big audience that are challenges right now.
And they're a big challenge, aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's going out or whether the smaller shows are coming in because they're slowly...
No, I think it'll be back. It's just a matter of when they say you have to wear a mask again, some of the people from around the country are not coming, and we want them to come. We want you to come. Come on out.
She's good, isn't she? She's one. I'll just sit here and let her do all the public.
Oh yeah. Hey, listen, Ninon. I'm going to just. I'm going to give
me now.
I'm going to give Ninon a real compliment here. I'm really impressed by when I met you. 5, 6, 7 years ago, and you were just starting to do these shows.
Yes, I was. It actually was with Michelle. Remember Michelle? You had your radio show.
Yes.
And you did. I think you did a radio show with real
Kaylee,
estate.
and I was doing.
You were doing real estate or something.
I was doing women in music and arts. I was doing lunch with Sandy. I did 5 years of it.
I started out with Michelle and everybody else there, and I sort of slowly. And then I've had Vegas Live with Ninon. And I'm going into my 7th year, November.
7 years.
7 years.
7 years. Let's hear a round of applause. I mean, seriously, she's bringing all of these artists on, and she's helping to promote music here and arts here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them all out there to get. We can't forget them because they are our entertainers.
Yeah.
Like you, I'd love to see you back out there instead of doing it again.
That's okay. Our entertainers were hit really hard during COVID.
Very hard.
And we have to, and I want to say our audience is here in Las Vegas. Thank you so much because they have been so devoted to the local musicians, the local shows, and following them around to different clubs.
Do you know, I was only out the middle of March until June.
Yeah.
I was only out a couple of
months. And that's it.
And that's all.
You were right back.
I came back and everybody said, well, Ninon, you can't. I said, I can't what? Don't tell me I can't.
Don't tell me I can. Wait, I have a song.
Go ahead.
Wait, you can sing it. Don't tell me I can. Don't tell me I won't. Don't tell me I never will, because you'll be sorry when I'm gone.
See, I tried to follow it through. I think did I do okay?
Did great. See how easy my songs are to sing along with?
I'm an easy catch, one or the other. I'm not quite sure what it is. Isn't she amazing? This woman's been, I've known her for years in town, and we've always kind of been friends. We don't really go out drinking and all that stuff because I really don't.
Because we're all working.
Yeah, we're always working and doing something and everything else. I just want to thank everybody for supporting and backing Vegas Live with Ninon over these years. It's been amazing.
Yes.
It's been wonderful. But that's what we do. We help the performers. We get them out there. We get their phone number. We get them bookings. We get whatever we can get them. We will. But it's all because of you out there that we.
I was going to say that. We love you because you are the ones that keep us going.
They do.
That's right.
They keep all the singers
support
going.
the arts.
And it's so funny because every time there's a show that comes back out, everybody pours there, and
That's
they're
right.
sold out.
That's
they're
right.
sold out.
I know.
So people can't wait for all of you to come
Yeah.
back out there. We love our entertainers, so don't forget that.
And I'm excited to get back out there.
And she's definitely going, well, this is the first step. We get her on the show.
I'm
and now
itching.
we're
I'm
doing this,
itching
and
to
she's-
start.
So don't forget to subscribe to Vegas Live with Ninon on
That's
YouTube. Also, don't forget to Shows, is our producer. And of course, we have the dear, wonderful Pureza. She is my new producer, absolutely doing great. I just want to thank everybody. What can I do? Thank you, everybody. I will see you all next week. Have a
Bye.
beautiful week. Take care.